Select all of the following expressions that represent a real number, and there might be more than one correct answer. Now, they ask you to simplify all the I to the exponent, and we're looking for answers that are real numbers. Now remember that whenever there's a real number that does not have an I, so we need to simplify. The definition that we know is that I squared is equal to -1. And we're going to go through this process of simplifying each one. I to the 7th power. So I need to find out I squared. How many I squares are in 7? 3. And how many are left? We have 2 times 3 is 6, and I need 7, so I need one more I. Notice that there's going to be an I left. So therefore your answer will have an I. Therefore this is not going to be real. It's going to be imaginary number. But let me go through the process. I'm going to replace I squared with -1 to the 3rd power, and I still have my I. -1 to the 3rd power is going to be -1, and I still have the I. So therefore that is -I. That's not a real number, it's an imaginary number. I to the 24. I squared. How many I squares are in 24? 12. 2 times 12 is 24. I don't have any i's left, so my answer will not have an I. So therefore that's going to be a real number. But let me simplify. I squared is -1, so I'll be -1 to the 12th power. And -1 to the 12th power, because this is even, becomes a +1 with no I, since there was no I left over. 1 is a real number. Letter C. How many I squares are in 26? 13. 2 times 13 is 26. I squared is -1 to the 13th power is going to be -1. That's a real number. Now remember, 2 times 13 is 26. There was no I left over. So we knew that was going to be real. Letter D. How many I squares are in 27? 13. How many are left? 1. 2 times 13 is 26, and 1 more is 27. It has an I, so therefore my answer will be imaginary, not a real number. But let me simplify it. This gives me -1 to the 13th power, since I squared is equal to -1, and I still have the I. -1 to the 13th power is going to be -1, and my I will give me -I. And that's imaginary. I to the 12th will be I squared. How many I squares are in 12? Will be 6. 2 times 6 is 12. There's no I left over, so I know my answer will be real. But let me simplify it out. I'll be -1 to the 6th power, which is +1 with no I, since there was no leftover. So therefore my answers are B, C, and E.